Hello and finally welcome back to the Let's Play channel. It's been a few weeks since the Pokemon Let's Go thing ended and I had a lot of ideas of what to do next. I thought about doing my Doom 2016 pistol only run I did on Switch a few years back. I thought about doing the Digimon Adventure PSP game with an English patch, a few other things, but let's do this. We're going to go through all of LEGO Jurassic World. Probably the best Jurassic Park game out there outside of Park Builders. So I'm a really big Jurassic Park fan. I recently redid my Jeep in a real big Jurassic Park theme. I'm getting a bunch of stuff for it. I think it looks great. I just bought all 6 movies on YouTube. Well, technically I already had the first one, but I got all the others and I'm gonna start binging them this weekend. I found the first two the audiobooks of the novels on YouTube a few weeks ago and went through there. So I thought, you know what? Let's go through LEGO Jurassic World. Because it's mostly just a Jurassic Park game anyways. It lets you go through Jurassic Parks 1, 2, and 3, and then Jurassic World 1. It never got updated or got a follow-up for the other stuff. You know, Fallen Kingdom, Battle at Big Rock, and Dominion. So we're just gonna start fresh and have fun in this game. And we'll probably do a lot of comparisons and stuff because the novels are on my mind right now. So we'll probably talk about a lot of different things that we see as we go through because I'm being perfectly honest, the first let's go to new game. But the first segment of this game is really just puzzles. Like, I don't think you get enemies, like AI enemies that you fight until the Lost World segment. But let's go ahead and get started.
I want tasers on full charge.
Alright, here we go. We're starting the prologue, which is the Raptor transfer, the intro scene from the first movie. And I'm going to be quiet during the cutscenes like I was just a moment ago. At least for like the big dialogue sequences. Alright, and we're just going to be...
No way to get up to the raptor pen, so the new generator gets unpacked and built.
So we're just going to be going through, like... This was back when LEGO games were mostly puzzle games. Where your goal wasn't to, you know, brawl with a bunch of enemies all the time. But more or less just break apart stuff, assemble Lego pieces, and, you know, just solve puzzles. And we're just gonna go at it. Story won't happen too terribly often. But we'll talk about, like, similarities between the books and movies, too. Because I'm not, like, a Jurassic Park super expert like Clayton. Like, Clayton I love. If you've ever seen his YouTube channel, he makes great Jurassic Park videos. He kind of slowed down a little bit after Dominion came out because he didn't really like it, but he's got some great videos out there. Alright, so while we're going through here, we can talk about this part of the movie. Because this part of the movie wasn't really in the games. I mean, not the games. The novel. Because, like, the Jurassic Park 1 novel and the movie are fairly similar. A lot more similar than The Lost World. Because the Lost World book and movie are very different. But this is kind of like an alluded to thing in the novel. Because in the novel, before everything gets started, before we're introduced to, you know, all the main characters, there is a little scene on a Costa Rican, like, little hospital where someone from Isla Nublar, the island where Jurassic Park is, gets taken to a hospital because he was in a quote-unquote construction accident. What actually happened was he was attacked by a velociraptor. Like, I think the chapter is even called The Slash of the Raptor or something like that. And this is kind of alluded to here because, you know, you have the one worker that the raptor gets at part of the scene, at the end of the scene, like when they're trying to put him in the pen. And I think that's kind of alluding to the worker who got attacked by the raptor and got taken to that hospital in the book. I could be wrong about that, but just like a little similarity thing that I've got. And as you can see here, there's a lot of just puzzle stuff going on. Like, you've got different things you can interact with. Like, only our worker guy here could activate the electric piece for this device that extended the ladder. And then this right here is like a little, like, hunter search thing that only Muldoon can do, where he'll just follow this track and find something to dig up. Which a lot of this stuff was, like, very, very similar between all of the LEGO games at the time. Like, there was always a bunch of different, very specific things that only certain types of characters could do. Like, there was, like, little crawl space that only small characters could do, like children characters, hobbits in the LEGO Lord of the Rings, and all that. Because this is what LEGO games were normally about. You're just, like, collecting studs, breaking stuff, and figuring out which characters do what. Because, like, right here, Muldoon can't activate this, but Mr. Brown can. Alright, so we'll collect all this stuff. That's technically optional. We can go ahead and just focus on the main story stuff if we want, instead of, you know, doing 100% breaking every object in the room. Because we'll have something to do over here. I think it might be this one. Because, like, right now we have to finish the track, like this track right here. You can see, like, there's a little piece missing. So we got to complete the track so we can push the raptor cage into place and, you know, have bad things happen. Alright. And a lot of times, like, if you have Lego pieces that you need, it's mostly just a matter of let's just break stuff around the area until we find what we need. Because that looks like it's a piece that could go in here. Nothing to break here. Wasn't there? Oh, yeah. So Muldoon can sharpshoot, so we target that and that to solve the puzzle, and that falls down, and we got more pieces.
Pushing, keep moving there.
And of course, there's directional and distance-based audio there, so you probably couldn't hear what Muldoon said just there, but at least we have subtitles. So now we'll just push this in. And we'll get to the end of this prologue level.
Loading cage, step away.
Cage ladder's jammed. Somebody punch in the security code again, will ya?
Alright, this is basically just introducing us to another puzzle type. Because, like, only certain engine Jurassic Park workers can use these control panels because they know the security codes. Except you don't. Muldoon does. Alright. Pretty simple. It just says here are the buttons you use, so YBY. Punch them in, and we're done. And then, sadly, Mr. Brown has to climb on top to use this terminal so he can, you know, get attacked by the raptor. with his weenie.
Shoot her! Shoot her!
Well, hey, look at that. A fun little change where that guy doesn't die for comedic factor.
Velociraptor?
No, not Velociraptor.
Maybe one of the other dig sites has turned up something.
Maybe. Alright, here's the next part of the prologue. With Dr. Grant and Ellie Sattler in Montana.
Ugh, all I keep finding are old coins.
What? Really?
We'll break apart a few things here.
How so?
Well, until now, we had no
And we'll get
idea.
started on here.
I can feel
Because this is
the
basically
potential
also
for
just showing
right
what
under
these
here.
people can do. So Dr. Grant can dig up dinosaur bones in these little plots. So we dig up bones,
Oh, come on. Just a
and we can make a raptor.
Velociraptor?
Whole skeleton all in one place.
I want partial credit for that thing.
Which that was one thing that... Well, the novel didn't do that. Because I believe
Did I forget to bring scissors?
in the novel, they this place was really just finding fossilized eggs. Not finding like full skeletons or anything. And in reality, one of the big things the paleontological community didn't like about this original movie was the fact that there was an entire intact skeleton buried in the ground, which never happens in real life. Like, you always find individual bones, not a full skeleton. You have to, like, you know, collect all of the bones and then put them together once you find them from different places. Not that that's a big deal. It's just something that the paleontological community kind of nitpicked about the original movie. Which, fun fact, if you didn't know, once upon a time, the first Jurassic Park movie was the highest grossing movie ever made. It wasn't until Titanic came out that it was dethroned from the #1 spot. Alright, so we got this little vehicle now that can like dig up areas, I think right over here. Yep.
Oh, sure. Do as I say, not as I do. Next
And
time, I'm just
right
bringing
here.
a Sandblaster.
Alright, so let's go ahead and dig up another skeleton as we go through the Montana area. And this scene actually was very different in the book. Like, outside of the skeleton thing, just like what Grant and Sattler were doing here. Because, I mean, first of all, Grant and Sattler were not a couple in the novel. Sattler was Grant's student, and she was actually already engaged to, I don't remember his name. She was engaged to someone, and then by the time of the second book, they talked about how she had already had children. So there was really no Grant Sattler, you know, love thing going on in the novel. That was something they added in the movie. Kind of like how Grant hated kids in the first movie. That was never a thing in the novel. The novel actually goes out of its way to say that Grant loved kids. So, you know, people who haven't read the novels and just watched the movies, you might not know that. Because that was something that was made specifically just for the movies. I would say the first movie, but technically I think they wormed that thing back into Grant's character come Jurassic Park 3. Which was a dumb decision, but you know, it's whatever. It is what it is. Alright, let's move on to this top area with Grant. Was there anything else that he could look at here? I don't know if there was. Covered pretty much everything. Sandcastle. Break that. No, I don't think there is. Alright, let's just move on. Break that. I know I'm supposed to be
tie this rope. What is that, a reef knot?
focusing on, like... Oh, hold on. We can go over here and do something here. Like, I know I'm trying to focus on the main story stuff, but a lot of times it's just habit that makes me just randomly just start breaking everything that I walk across. Like this. Even though this is... You're supposed to do this because you can make a ladder to let Grant come up here. Alright, let's collect all these studs, even though we don't need to. Oh, there's a velociraptor skeleton kind of stuck in the rock there. That's kind of neat.
Phew. I'll be extinct by the time I get this thing out. Yeah.
Dude, what's that?
Oh, now we're talking.
Oh, we made a jackhammer for him.
That might need some assembly.
Oh, don't worry, we got this. And another raptor skeleton. Way bigger than the actual raptors are.
6-inch retractable claw, like a razor, on the middle toe.
Because it's very common knowledge that the raptors in Jurassic Park are way bigger than any of the raptors that exist in the fossil record.
Bad computers.
Feelings mutual.
But that's even bigger. Because the raptors in Jurassic Park were about 6 feet tall. Or so the novels claimed. Alright. Let's go. Speed this up first, then we can go try to use the computer. Might as well assemble this. It's already ready to go here. There we go. Where's that at? There it is.
I give up.
Excuse me, I'm gonna cut this. Don't worry about it.
Careful, that rope's holding up some, you know, what's it called? No,
It's fine.
delicate equipment. That's it. It was holding up a bunch of delicate equipment. Oh, sorry.
Well, the delicate equipment is now a delicate stepladder. Alright. And this is cool. You can see people digging up bones up there.
Really? No. That's mine. I had chicken legs for lunch.
Alright, we'll work our way through the Montana desert. I don't think we can do most of that up there. I can't even get up there right now. This little cave right here is another thing we can't do
I
yet.
figured out what's wrong with it. It should have 2 wheels, not 1. And handlebars. That's why you fell off of it, Dave. No handlebars.
Anyways, but yeah, this is another thing. There are some characters that have like torches and stuff that can go into dark caves. Dr. Grant, nope. Nope, nope. He's brave enough to throw stuff at a snake, as you saw in that cinematic when we first started this level. But he's afraid of dark places. I mean, I don't blame him. Spiders lurk in dark places. I actually accidentally grabbed a spider earlier today. Because I got home from work, checked my mail, reached in the mailbox. There was something I grabbed that wasn't mail. I immediately tossed it to the side, and there was a little spider hanging off the mailbox. I'm like, whoops, my bad. I'm not a big fan of spiders. Kind of glad that there weren't any spiders in the Jurassic Park movies. There were in the second book. Actually, I think there was one in the first book too. They weren't like a focus, but there were, you know, there would be little scenes where it would talk about like Professor Thorne went to the boathouse and a fuzzy spider
Yeah, that's much safer.
crawled off of the
Really
door.
hard to just balance on it.
All right, now we got to assemble this thing.
That's great. Now it looks like the picture in the instructions.
I'll assemble this real quick, just because. All right.
Won't have to dig anymore.
Where's the fun in that?
And we're just gonna have fun. This is for like that right there, so we can break it up to do things. And you can just, you know, have goofy fun. All right, we're gonna come over here. Is that kid? Is that Dinosaur Bones are stupid kid? Well, actually, that's not what he says in the movie.
That thing looks like a 6-foot turkey.
If you've ever watched the YouTube channel How It Should Have Ended, they've got a great little How It Should Have Ended dub track for Jurassic Park, where the little kids just saying, "Dinosaur bones are stupid." And Alan Grant just like argues with them and says, "What did you say? Dinosaur bones are stupid." Pulls out the raptor claw and says, "Do you want to die?" Just like that. You should look into it. It's so funny. It's really good. Especially the T-Rex. Because they made the T-Rex's character in that dubs out to be someone who was just trying to help the kids the whole time and not an actual antagonist. I think Ellie has to do this part. Alright, let's assemble whatever this is. Alright, only Alan Grant can assemble dinosaur bone stuff. So we'll just assemble that real quick. Hey, we still got your survivor. Hey, shut that down right now. Yeah, I will beat up this helicopter. Don't think that I won't, because I will. Okay, anyways. We're almost done with the prologue. Just pop over here. Is there another sandcastle over here somewhere? I know there's one sandcastle left. Let's go use our raptor claw to get rid of all this. This guy has to go to the bathroom. Well, there's no bathroom anymore! Oh, he ran off. What does he do? I want to see what he does. Oh, he just jumps off screen. I was wondering if he was going to go, like, pretend to pee over the edge or something. That would have been funny. I don't know, but this is a kid's game. Even though it's really funny. Like, one thing that's interesting is that, you know, everybody associates Jurassic Park with like little kids. Because I mean, I get it. Kids love dinosaurs. I loved dinosaurs when I was a kid. But Jurassic Park's a PG-13 movie. It's for teenagers and above. And Jurassic Park was kind of a horror movie, so it's very odd to think of, oh yeah, this is a kid's movie. Also, they're all PG-13. Nick Van Owen's required for that. All right, let's go into the trailer and meet Dr. Hammond.
Who do you think you are?
John Hammond. I own an island, kind of biological preserve. Really spectacular, spared no expense. Our attractions will drive kids out of their minds. If I could just persuade you to sign off on the park, I could get back on schedule.
What kind of park is this?
It's right up your alley.
A fun little Lego mosquito.
So you two dig up dinosaurs?
Well,
Try to.
You'll have to get used to Dr. Malcolm. He suffers from a deplorable excess of personality, especially for a mathematician.
Chaotician, actually.
And I'm sure you heard the audio of the voices in those scenes were kind of weird. Like, the quality seems off. I wonder if that has to do with the Switch version or just like the quality of the voice clips they're using in this. Because technically this movie was like 20 years before the game was made, so could be that. Let's go ahead and skip that. Yes, we unlocked a bunch of stuff. Alright, let's continue story because we don't have an option to do anything else. And this is an interesting thing that they did here. So we're about to go into our hub. And you can choose which movie you want to start with. You could start with either Jurassic Park, or you can start with Jurassic World. Because this game was made, I think, shortly after the first Jurassic World movie came out. So it's like, hey, if you want to go in order, you can go to the left and go into Jurassic Park, or you can go to the right and go into Jurassic World. Your choice. So what we want to do, we want to go over here because there's Jeeps over here. These nice little 1992 Jeeps. They look pretty cool. Dr. Alan Grant wants to drive a Jeep. He wants to say, beep, beep, I'm a Jeep. And this is one of the big things that was different in the Switch version of this game, as far as handhelds are concerned. Because if you played LEGO Jurassic World on the 3DS or the PlayStation Vita, you'd notice that it was a very different game. Basically, there was no open world aspect.
Storage, not from one of the control panels.
But the Switch version is mirrored off of like the PlayStation and Xbox version, so it does have all of that exploration and open world stuff. Well, I don't know how much I would say open world, but the more open areas and exploration and everything that you could do that was not in the PS Vita or 3DS version are in the Switch version. Because in the old handheld version, you basically got like a small room where you just walked from one terminal to the next to go to the next story level. I believe the story levels looked very similar to what the big consoles had. The old handheld version just didn't have the exploration stuff. Alright, we'll open this up. Okay. We're like 27 minutes in. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to play until until we get to a
Let's
save
get something
point.
straight, John. Your investors, whom I represent, are deeply concerned. 48 hours from now, if they aren't convinced, I'm not convinced. I'll shut you down, John.
And I don't know if anybody watching the stream likes alcohol, but I'll say it in a minute after the cutscene's over.
The Variformin's been extinct since the Cretaceous period. I mean, this thing isn't on this thing.
Wow.
It's a dinosaur.
We're gonna make a fortune with this place.
How fast are they?
Well, we clocked the T-Rex to 32 miles an hour.
T-Rex?
Mm-hmm.
You said you've got a T-Rex?
Uh-huh.
Say again.
We have a T-Rex. Dr. Grant. My dear Dr. Sattler. Welcome to Jurassic Park.
How'd you do this? I'll show you.
I always love that scene because all the dinosaurs in the background, no one ever noticed them until that one point of the scene. They were always back there. Oh, we have gameplay here. And we have a bit of a larger area we can explore if we want. We can't go like all the way out into the water or anything. I don't think we can. Let's try. Nope. But we can like walk out to the water, look at these other brachiosaurs. Let's see, we need to be playing as a dinosaur for this part to open that up. I think the Triceratops can open that. Can I play as this brachiosaur? I don't think I can. No, we have Grant, Malcolm, Sattler, Hammond, and Gennaro. Real sad thing about Gennaro, because he was a great character in the first book. The first movie really did him dirty. See, we don't have any... You know what, Hammond? Drive the Jeep! Let's find a save point somewhere. I think there's one. This is a map, I think. Like a little fast travel thing. Yep, and this is like showing you the island and all the places you can go. Which none of it's unlocked for us yet. Like, we're right here. And I think we're going over here. And then this will open up. So, like, this is Isla Nublar and this is Isla Sorna. So, like, once we get into the other movies, we'll be able to, like, fast travel to the movie levels. So we'll have Jurassic Park and Jurassic World here. And then we'll have Lost World and JP3 over here. Anyways, let's get back in the Jeeps. Are we supposed to be going this way? I don't know.
It's no use. Those gates ain't moving until they install the gears and whatnots. Which is fine by me, because they've only got herbivores on this side of them.
Alright, let's pop up here. Find what they need for the gears in the gate. There we go. Just going more into the puzzle-oriented stuff. Which is just going back to what I said before. Where... Oh, I need Grant for this one. Where this first part is basically just puzzles. If this was a more modern LEGO game, we'd probably have to, like, fight through a bunch of enemies to get over here. But instead, it's just like, hey, break stuff up and solve a puzzle. Or hear Ellie Sattler groan a lot while you break stuff open, and then solve a puzzle. There we go. Engine 10,000 volts. Ellie, you want to drive a Jeep? Alright, let's go. There's the visitor center right there.
Been on a tour ride yet? Not had a chance, no.
Okay, we'll park right up front. Oh, look, there's the Ford Explorers. Which, if you read the novels, that was actually a Land Rover, I think, in the novels.
You'll find a great dino fact just down there.
Alright, now we're loading into this new area. We got this little diorama of the gates and the two explorers. That's pretty cool looking.
The most advanced amusement park in the entire world.
Why don't you all sit down?
Just one drop of blood contains billions of strands of DNA, the building blocks of life. 100 million years ago, there were mosquitoes, just like today. Sometimes, after biting a dinosaur, the mosquito would land on the branch of a tree and become fossilized. This is what we call amber. Using sophisticated techniques, Jurassic Park scientists extract the preserved blood from the mosquito, and now we can make a baby dinosaur.
G'day, Henry. Oh, good day, sir. Perfect timing.
They imprint on the first creature they come in contact with. That's it.
Some kind of control you're attempting is, it's not possible. Listen, if there's one thing the history of evolution has taught us, it's that life, finds a way.
What species is this?
Cute little baby raptor.
It's a velociraptor.
They're lethal at 8 months, and I do mean lethal. I've hunted most things that can hunt you, but the way these things move, 50, 60 miles per hour if they ever got out in the open. They remember.
Oh, look, it's a cow.
All right, let's feed these overgrown lizards then.
Cow's just like, nope.
Come on, let's go. Well, these cages aren't going to be big enough. You could barely fit a goat in them.
I'm not looking to do this level. Exit level. And we'll see if we can just resume this later. Because I don't want to do the whole first movie in just the first episode here. We'll just wait for this to load. And what I was saying earlier, if you guys like alcohol, because I don't really like alcohol personally. I don't like the taste of it. I think it's dumb. Well, not dumb. I've just never liked the taste of alcohol. The kind of alcoholic drinks I like to drink are the kind that you can't taste the alcohol in. Like Hard Mountain Dew, that's pretty good. And I just tried the Monster Energy Drink Beast, and it's got a pretty good taste to it. I cannot really taste the alcohol in it at all. It's 6%. Just a little FYI, because if you want to drink with your friends and you don't like the taste of alcohol, that's something you could get to enjoy and not just, suffer through. Oh, save and exit. Cool. All right, we're going to save and exit, and that's going to be it for episode 1. I'll be back soon with episode 2 as we go through the rest of Jurassic Park 1. And if you're also subscribed to my main channel, tomorrow, Wednesday, August 16th, at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to do a stream where we're going to test around with Jurassic World Evolution 2, the newest park builder on the Steam Deck. Because I've heard it runs pretty well. Anyways, I'll see you then. As always, thank you for watching, and have a great day.